Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, God. Well, Ulfar is updated. Jai has been updated. Oh, no. I have completely forgotten who I've updated and who I haven't. This could be a problem. Well, we'll figure it out as we play. Anyway, let's get a move on. That was weird. Okay. Shot through. She gets martial arts. And demolition. More boom. And enough bullets for everyone. And training willpower. Okay. Devastating attack. And willpower. Okay. Well. Time to fart around in the system and see what we can get. The rocky world is bound in ice and shrouded in a thick fog of dark clouds. Augurs trace a faint signal to an area under the ice alongside a Driscoll whose inscription matches that used by the Lord Inquisitor and his teams. Alright, decrypt the transmission. Lex interrogators quickly and effortlessly break the clever code. The transmission goes as follows. Acolyte 17-1 Lord Inquisitor. The event horrific vision occurred. Goodbye. The Emperor protects. Cool. Let's see what's down there. Yeah, let's go with this team. Joy Necrons. Of course it's Necrons. Perfection under fire. Informed hit. Yep. So we've got pierce the armor and tech use. Then we have offensive pattern prediction. Except it's not there. already have that feature, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Advanced skill tech use, okay. Yeah, we're way off the beaten path here. Ensnare the prey, and toughness. Okay. Okay, so the last thing I got Cassia was Flag Bearer. So she gets Supporting Zone and Commerce. Alright, I'll take it. Heroism and Swift Movements. Except I already took that one. Waking Nightmare. Okay. And Perception. Perfection. And, of course, Earliot. The last thing I gave her was Imminent Demise. So she gets, well, she doesn't have Ballistic. Oh, yeah, Imminent Demise and Perception. Way off the beaten path. Perfection under fire. Instant exposure. Bringer of Doom. She's full up for awareness. I'll just give her more Medicae. Create an opening. Prescient Sight. And Feigning Attack. And Ballistic Skill. Except, once again, doesn't have it, so... More intelligence. Invigorating screams. Huh? Okay, so she gets intelligence. Lorzinos. Know-it-all. Well, Blood Rush is gone. We'll just take Spinning Blades. Wait. No, I was Know-it-all and Bloody and... And then we have Bloody Mess and Demolition, Sweeping Motions, and Advanced Skill Medicae. Acrobatic Artistry, I've already taken. Now we'll just take Pain Resonance, I guess. And finally, Intelligence. Alright, we're leveled up. Let's do it. Yay.
A new challenge for me?
Why? Why? Well, on the right side, at least.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yep. Inquisitors saw something unspeakable, mutilated their bodies and dumped them together. Oh, probably the flayed ones.
Follow
Sounds
my
like something the
lead.
flayed ones would do.
My success was inevitable.
Oh, that looks like it hurt.
None shall stand in my way.
Well, let's get it over with. Poke the button. Several disfigured corpses in the uniform of Inquisition soldiers have been tossed in a grotesque pile between the cogitator and the large obelisk-like statue. Their killers left no trace, but you have a nagging, oppressive feeling that the very walls are watching you. The air, thick with electricity and the heavy stench of rotting flesh, only makes that feeling worse. A message is blinking impatiently on the cogitator's vidscreen. Process, linguistic analysis, algorithm, awaiting data cataloging. Activate information panels. Examine the mechanism. You've never seen a cryptographic machine as intricate and unorthodox as this one. The numerous sacred seals of algorithmic asceticism suggest that the spirit dwelling within is exceptionally cunning and powerful, privy to forbidden knowledge. Pascal bows reverentially to the sacred machine and whispers, "This machine spirit is wayward and apprehensive, for it is tormented. Its intricate mind carries many scars from pacifying binaric litanies." Tech Priest carefully removes a severed human figure from the input panel, whispers an apologetic prayer to the cogitator, and casually tosses the piece of flesh away. Alright, yeah. Try to extract data concerning the mechanism's masters. The mechanism, having served the Inquisition so faithfully, it's loath to part with its secrets. One after another, the menacing scarlet dots light up on its casing. Pascal bows his head and mutters a prayer, then makes quick motion with his fingers. Several lights in the cogitator go out as its defenses crack. "Forgive me, ancient spirit. You must be pacified." Continue the attempt. Your ruthless intrusion into the cogitator's memory chambers yield the following message. Prepare for the start of Operation Precious Sentinel. The horrific vision may even come to pass. The horrific vision event may come to pass. Orders to abort research mission and join the contingent on Epitaph. Codes for traversing minefields are attached. The message has an attachment containing the astronomical coordinates of a planet, along with some binary codes. Excellent. Continue. Priority 0. Contact with Barrier Squadron lost during Dimensional Gate recharging. No confirmation received. The gate being sealed. Stay on high alert. Cogitator streaks indignantly, lighting up with the blinding red indicators and letting out a high-frequency howl. A word appears across the entire screen. Intrusion. When the ringing in your ears subsides, you realize you hear something else. Someone's heavy footsteps. The vindictive machine spirit triumphantly displays a blinking prophetic message. Oh, joy.
I'll wipe you from the face of the galaxy!
You know what? It might just be worth it to do a sweep round. Go counterclock. Well, clockwise, counterclockwise. Yeah, let's try it.
If I may? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Alright, let's do it.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I am his will made manifest.
Okay.
I'll do it. Faith without you, my Emperor.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Doubt is for the weak. Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, strike is a prayer. I'll do it. I will leave footprints of scarlet.
I screwed up.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor... You, my Emperor!
Okay, this could be a problem. I see! Okay.
I'll do it. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
I'll take it.
I deal death with my hands. I understand your intent. If I must. I am not your xenomorph, monkey.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
I did not expect that to work, but I will take it.
As the Emperor commands, this is why I was chosen. You are Emperor. This is why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak.
Oh shit. Oh shit. This could be a problem.
Rejoice in battle! For you, my Emperor! This is why I was chosen! For you, my Emperor!
Or not. Okay. I'm, pleasantly surprised.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my
That
heart!
went better than I thought it would.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Advancing. The Triarch is eternal.
I hear you moving. No more.
Thank you, Elliot.
If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. My heart sings with the thrill of battle!
Okay, let's see if I can punch through that.
If it serves your cause. Ancestors guide me.
Not quite.
My tactics are flawless. Not a problem for me.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's justice.
And back into cover, please.
The great sleep is over.
I deal death with my hands.
Okay,
Just
well,
designate a target.
part of me's still freaking out, because these are the
I am not your
Necrons.
Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. This tedium is beneath me. Ancestors guide me.
Thank you.
I understand your intent.
Already done.
We are infinite.
I'm confused, but... Ah.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Guided by faith. I'll do it. Eradicated. Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, that works.
Judgment.
Okay, so...
Victory awaits.
I see.
It's about time.
Was that it? Okay, well, that was a very interesting way to start the stream, I'm quite sure. Lord Captain, unidentified sickle-shaped ships have taken off from the planet we just left. They're approaching swiftly and readying their weapons for battle. Get ready. It's about to get hot in here. Okay. Well, I just fought Necron warriors on the planet, and I have to fight Necron ships. This should be interesting.
The skeins of fate can lead us to victory.
Set the course. Leave the hull strewn across the stars.
Well, a melt-bomb mortar, just
Fire right now.
cool.
Annihilate them. Bleed them.
Oh, fuck my life.
The time has come. Another salvo! Leave their hull strewn across the stars! Torpedoes locked. Fire the lance batteries! Onward! Another salvo! Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Okay. Oh, wait. The reanimation... Ooh, hang on. Oh, okay.
We broke their shield. Now break their spirit.
I have destroyed one ship of at least every type. Thank you.
Another salvo! Bleed them.
Excellent.
Got them.
What are you? Interesting. Archaeotech Limber Pattern Void Shield Array. Alright. I don't actually need that. I'm just packing the heaviest shields I can right now. Lord Captain, what were those things? They took off from the surface of the world. Where you headed? Sorry, where you landed. I've never seen ships like that. Never seen such technologies either. We fished a trophy out of the void, a relatively intact fragment of the wreck, and sent it to our engine seers. And just in case, we've isolated the compartment where they're performing their comprehension liturgies. Yeah, to the rogue traders, private. It's hours-long silence follows your order being executed. The last of Vox comes to life again. Your lordship. The Carto Artifacts claims we have found mention of Xenos similar to the ones we've encountered. The manuscripts refer to them as Necrons. Okay. What is the trophy we've acquired? The Ensign Seers are at a loss. They say it's a gift born from the Omnissiah's wisdom, but its image was imperfect, therefore it was eroded by corruption and unbelief. Whatever that means. The ship's minor conclave has gone into data meditation to produce a resolution regarding the admissibility of using this item. Alright, bolster the crew's morale. Yep. As you will, Lord Captain. Okie dokie. Having scanned the surface, the officers report the remains of an exploration camp to which a team of scouts is immediately sent. The scouting party is confused. All the equipment bears the Von Valencia's coat of arms, but there is no trace of anyone other than the rogue trader servants. Find out what happened. The scouts find traces of gunfire on the field equipment. A single unharmed data crypt is found in one of the cogstators. A group of tech priests successfully decrypt part of the data, including in order to eliminate the exploration team. Signed by Theodora von Valencius. Not far from the camp, a pit full of charred bones and fragments of armor bearing the rogue trader's coat of arms. The scout's report leaves Abelard with conflicted feelings. Despite his certainty that her ladyship Theodora would not give such an order without very good reason, Abelard's expression is somber, like a missionary who has lost his faith. Well, I can't just not go to this system. We're going there. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. At first, the officers on board the vessel decide that the unusual color of the ice is due to a quirk of the atmosphere. Later, it becomes evident that the source of the highlights is a group of monstrous pyramidal structures wreathed in an emerald fire. Examining them in detail with binoculars, it can be seen that one of the pyramid monoliths is damaged. A device on its wall emits an energy beam similar to a pyramid, not far from itself. Examine the structures. The Von Valencia scouts approach the monoliths with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of an enemy. A small servitor, gently sent to gather data about the energy beam, clearly demonstrated the destructive power of the xenotechnology. After carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantaneously broke apart into minuscule pieces. It is curious that the second pyramid is still intact, and that and that only matter at the source of the beam is being destroyed. Alright, study the surviving monolith. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith's walls, after which the material appears to become even smoother. It's as if the one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. A few scouts decide to come closer in order to better examine the phenomenon. The soldiers of the Vondalensius notice a fragment of metallic ribcage melted into the material of one of the walls, like a bizarre bas-relief. Between the rows of ribs, a talisman of black stone shimmers with colored light after each wave of energy. The figure to which the talisman belongs shows no signs of life. After a quick debate, the officers decide to take the artifact on board. Alright. No need. I'm good. It's a burning world, the Necron ring. The greenish glow of the gigantic ring, made from unknown material, flows through the windows of the captain's bridge. The void ship's instruments measure a whole spectrum of various emissions. Sometimes the dull green is darkened by clouds of space dust or bent gravitational waves. The object most clearly resembles a portal, albeit what's passing through it cannot clearly be defined. Send a team to examine the object. Sure, why not? Additional equipment and a closer position allow the team to understand part of what's happening. The portal seems to resemble the gate devices used by the Eldari and the Drukhari, only made of different material. The metallic shine of the ring alternates with the darkness of the large blocks of stone, reminiscent of the material that makes up the famous Cadian pylons. Analysis of the waste signatures indicates that the construct once used parts of the webway, the Eldari system of pathways. However, in its current condition, the portal is not fit for transporting vessel. It is unstable and often begins unleashing dangerous cosmic objects instead of transports. The gate spews forth dark light waves and deadly breaths of incandescent gas, the latter taken from a star's photosphere. Observe the anomaly. Arcs of incandescent gas burst forth from the ring, pierce the darkness of space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the system. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to the enigmatic flowing metal. Then lashes of purple clouds, dissected by threads of lightning, appear in the center of the ring. An unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal as blocks of blackstone become covered in purple scarlet illumination. If the ring were truly a portal, it is not fit to serve as one any longer. Stellar heat and gravitational force forbid any vessel from passing through it. According to the ship's astropath, the purple clouds are an even more dangerous phenomenon, indicating the power of the warp are eager to flow out of the portal into real space. As if to highlight its deadliness, with the next wave of dark light, the portal throws out the shattered remains of an unidentified void ship. 1 second. There we go. Just had to take care of a bot. Dead world. Okay. Well, to the unknown ships. The augurs reveal 2 Xeno ships hurtling through the clouds of cosmic dust. The message is coming from one of the alien vessels on an encrypted Vox frequency used by the Von Valencius dynasty. According to the transmission, Lady Theodora's people are on board the Xeno ships. Request a report on the enemy. The augurs are spotting more and more Xenos vessels, but most of them are not in a most of them are in a strange state of dormancy. Are they asleep? Dead? Cautiousness dictates not to test the hypothesis. Thankfully, the nebula of the system could allow the Dynasty flagship to evade danger. Alright, establish Vox contact. The same, we are alive, we are fighting, we need support. Well, okay, to battle. Why not? I need EXP. EXP is good. EXP is good. And if it's a Xenos trap, well then we just kill everybody.
This hallowed vessel's bulkheads will hold strong.
Set the course.
Nah, crapsack.
Annihilate them! This one's going down. Torpedoes locked!
Fate has provided an opening.
Bleed them! Fire right now! Unleash our vengeful salvo! Fire the lance batteries. Back cannons! Volley! Torpedoes locked! Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Oh, crap. Okay, don't get close. I see now. This could be a problem.
Onward!
Already dead? Pathetic ashmugs.
Macro cannons, volley! Bleed them! Lay in the course.
Crap.
Another salvo! Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Crap! I do not want to give. Is it? Do that, please.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars! Macro cannons, volley! Fire the lance batteries! Annihilate them! Set the course! The time has come! Another salvo! Bleed them!
They'll be forced to go. Okay.
Unleash our vengeful salvo! Fire right now! Macro cannons, volley!
Come on.
Annihilate them!
Ah! Okay, I did not realize that. I'm a silly boy.
Fire the lance batteries. This one's going down. Onward! Unleash our vengeful salvo! Leave their hull strewn across the stars! The time has come. Fire the lance batteries!
Okay, good. They're on the reanimation protocol now. I'll take it.
Lay in the course. This one's going down. Fire the lance batteries! The time has come. Another salvo! Macro cannons, volley! Lay in the course. Torpedoes locked! Fire! Right now! Macro cannons, volley! The time has come.
See if I can't hit him. I can!
Fire right now!
Give me some more burning hull
Another
pieces,
salvo!
please.
Bleed them.
Perfection. Well, not quite perfection, but... Can I do it? Can I pull it off? I can. I can just nick the corner of them.
Strewn across the stars.
It's just you and me now, buddy.
Fire right now!
A worthy contribution to Lady Theodora's legacy.
Excellent. Perfection. The Xenos are defeated, and your men board the enemy ship, cutting their way through the bulkheads to the source of the signal. They find the decayed remains of a Von Valencius boarding party. One of the corpses is clutching a voxcaster, sending the voices of the dead out to the void. All of them fell many decades ago. A data slate and a weapon that belonged to the commander of the boarding party were recovered from the dead man's belongings. The words, hope is poison, kill it. and death becomes easy and desirable, were scratched into the stock. Study the contents of the data slate. You find a single order given by Lady Theodora. The boarding party was commanded to infiltrate the Xenos vessel and hold off the enemy until the Dynasty flagship withdraws to a safe distance. Okay. Give them a proper burial. Prayer service for the fallen is broadcast throughout the flagship. In the following days, people line up to honor the martyrs in the ship's chapels. Excellent. As it should be. Proper respect for heroes. Under thin clouds, as if shredded by a careless blade, sways vast steppes carpeted by pale golden deadwood. The rogue trader's attentive eye distinguishes a region among the endless glasses that does not fit into the Whoops! The scouts from the shuttle see signs of intelligent life, judging by the trampled soil and tense frames. Someone made camp here. Distant silhouette form a tangle of paths and obstacles, a maze. The outer walls are supplemented by a multitude of spikes and blades, and decorated with scraps of leather, withered, crucified prisoners. It does not take an expert in xenoculture to reason that the Drukhari have been here. As they comb the tracks left by the as they comb over the tracks left around the Drukhari structures, the scouts find items of Imperium make, blood-soaked clothes, an Aquila patch, and a data slate cracked in half. Gothic letters and the symbol of the Inquisition are frozen on its bottom half. The sentence fragments make up the part of an exploration report. The servants of von Valencius find rough illustration of the camp in the pocket of a filthy coat. On it are marked 2 locations. The first is shown with a sword and highlights the area where the items were found. The other is a skull and points to the patch of ground by the maze. Okay. Find the area. The scouts carefully inspect every piece of land in the marked area and discover a camouflaged pitch studded with strong, thin needles. In a niche sunk into the wall of the trap glitters a volumetric flask with an ugly creature that looks like several brains stuck together. Analyze it. The rogue traders people recognize the grotesque figure as the Drukhari Medusa, a parasite capable of registering emotion and transferring them to its masters. This thing was left here as the equivalent of a pick recorder, collecting the suffering of the Drukhari victims. Destroy the abomination. Alright, continue exploring the area. Deep prints belonging to landing legs and a ladder are visible in the grass behind the maze. The relative positions of the recesses correspond to the design of an Imperial shuttle. When the von Valencia scouts approach, they find a wax seal bearing the symbol of the Inquisition and a monogram formed from the letters XC. An officer voices the proposition that the initials correspond to the name of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. Search for objects in the grass. A segment of dry grass and a few meters in front of the prints from the ladder has been cut as if scythed. Among the chopped stems lies a piece of a Drukhari trophy. A flap of dark skin stretched out by thin chains. Most of it is covered by a tattoo, a silhouette of a storm or a tornado, and a black symbol composed of curved lines and sharp blades. Okay. Yeah, burn away the Xenos presence. End dialogue. Lord Captain, there was an incident on the flight deck. The planet we discovered is located at the coordinates of interest to the Honorable Ulfar, Angel of the Emperor. The moment he learned about this, he chose to abandon ship. Okay. He ordered a shuttle to be provided to him and directed it to the world before us. We do not know exactly where he wishes to go, but the augurs have tracked the shuttle to its landing site. Oh, okay. I see. I apologize for having to bring you this troubling news, Lord Captain. Well, we can't let our resident puppy dog go alone, so begin the scan. A scouting party led by the rogue trader himself makes planetfall in the frozen world. The shuttle on which Ulfar Thunderlong departed the ship has been designated as the starting point for the search. Said shuttle is found at the landing site, intact and undamaged. Well, examine the stolen shuttle. The machine spirit is in fine form and ready to ascend to the world's surface, from the world's surface. No clues have been found as to Ulfar Thunderlong's intended destination, but keen-eyed scouts cite several disturbed snowdrifts that may indicate the route taken by the Space Wolf. Scout out the area. The scouts discover numerous structures, burial grounds, and obelisks of the Xeno race that once ruled these star systems, all of which are now encased in ice and sepulchral are now encased in ice and solemn sepulchral stillness. No signs of activity by potentially hostile Xenos have been detected. Very well. Follow the trail. The group bravely ventures onward into the realm of blinding white and crackling frost. The sky is soon blanketed with snow clouds that block out the stars' light. The wind, howling like a pack of hungry spirits, sweeps away tracks and whips up a furious storm. The path is full of dangers. A treacherous crevasse hidden under the snow's crust suddenly opens wide underneath the enforcer's feet. It is only the vigilance of the Lord Captain and his companions who hear the telltale crack in time that saved the soldiers from certain death. A few hours later, the expedition comes to a plateau. Rising up ahead is the dark hull of an Imperial trading vessel that once landed on the world's surface. Investigate the ship. The ship is identified as the Revelation Granted, the merchant cog commandeered by the baleful Howl on Footfall. No signs of struggle or other misfortune are found aboard. Only some useful cargo in the hold. Contrary to expectation, no crew members are found alive or dead. The ship has been abandoned, and its fuel systems are non-functional. The Prometheum has frozen solid and ruptured the tanks and pipes. The escalating storm sweeps over the ground as if trying to bury them in snow, darkness, and obliterating whirlwinds. Look for signs of Ulfa. Fresh tracks in the snow leading to the ship's airlocks indicate that he was here, and recently. However, he was not alone. The scouts find strange dips in the snowdrifts surrounding the ship. It seems that someone was watching the ship from a position buried in the snow, around the same time that Ulfar Thunderlong was searching it. Send scouts to survey the area. The enforcers search the area and return without finding anything of interest. Not all of them return. In fact, several of them seem to have lost their way and failed to make it back to the ship. We can always replace them. Alright. Contact the ship in orbit. The raging storm makes it impossible. Okay. Decide which direction the search will go in next. In the raging blizzard, it is impossible to determine which way the Space Wolf might have gone. A pair of brave trackers strike out on a long-distance scouting run and still not have returned hours later. Very well. Take shelter. The bone-weary soldiers welcome a chance to rest. Watchful sentries stand guard while their more fortunate comrades stuff themselves with the now frozen rations of the ship's vanished crew. The temperature inexorably plummets, but the brave enforcers, following the Lord Captain's example, staunchly endure the trial and do not lose heart. One of the sentries delivers an anxious report to the Lord Captain. He has seen a massive shadow in the darkness, and it was definitely not Ulfar Thunderlong. Alright. Light a brighter fire. Barrels of frozen promethium are dragged outside. The frozen fuel reluctantly succumbs to the heat of the thermal cutters, and fires kindle around the ship. Even this is not enough to dispel the snowy darkness, but the people are buoyed by the additional light and warmth. A messenger rushes to the Lord Captain to report one of the sentries is missing. Large tracks have been found near the sentry's post, as well as a few drops of blood. Go on the offensive. The squad of the best fighters, led by the Lord Captain, ventures outside the ship to scour the area twice. Unfortunately, the only result of the effort is several squad members disappear without trace. Very well. Hide in the ship's compartment. Sentries are brought inside, and the fire is extinguished. Silence reigns in the ship. The frightened people do not move a muscle, afraid to give themselves away by so much as a whisper. A terrible rumbling cuts through the roar of the storm, the clash and clamor. A battle. It is followed by a furious, agonized scream. Alright. Send the party towards the sounds of battle. Tied together with ropes and bolstering each other with battle cries, the enforcers rush towards the battle in human chains. Unable to see anything ahead in the darkness and swirling snow, they blindly stride towards the source of the battle's thunder. Send the soldiers forward, trusting in their tactical skills, unless it's talked to them by the Lord Captain. I can't. A bolt of lightning strikes the road trader before he can act to avoid it. The Lord Captain collapses, insensate in the snow, and only the intervention of the enforcers who rush fearlessly in defense of the Lord force the malevolent foe to retreat. Ulfar has been found lying in the blood-soaked snow. There are signs of a terrible battle all around, and the Space Wolf body is covered in grievous wounds. The expedition healer doubts that even the Angel of the Emperor will last long with such injuries. With great care, the insensate body of Ulfar Thunderlong is borne to the shuttle and, wasting no time, brought back to the ship for urgent treatment. Despite the healer's prognosis, the Space Wolf's spirit clings on and he drags himself out of Morkai's jaws. I wasted all my soldiers. I should have just hidden in the compartments. God damn it. Ah. When you approach, Vigdis pulls away from fine-tuning another box and bows her head. Lord Captain, the ship informed me of our imminent meeting. How is Ulfa? Has he regained consciousness? He is feeling better, Lord Captain. The ship's surgeon was amazed at his resilience. It seems Lord Ulfar is currently convalescing in his chambers. Alright, I wish to see him. Ulfa's dark figure towers over you, his head lowered, his hair hanging in a curtain across his face. His fair skin is cross-hatched with blood, or with broad crimson scars, held together by metal staples and covered with black, spiked runes for physical healing. Could an ordinary mortal have survived such injuries? Unlikely. With a twitch of his fingers, Ulfar bids the two servants to step away so as not to intrude on your conversation. They silently retreat. Edvater, I must thank you for saving me. I had a difficult battle. I thank the Emperor that he did not take you from us to join his heavenly host, my lord. I always survive. I am pleased to see that my servants found a fitting shrine for your armor. The splendor and monumentity of the chamber befit the solemnity of the sacrament unfolding within. As if performing an intricate dance, the servants of the Omnissiah move in time with the murmuring mechanisms circling the massive space wolf while he stands utterly still. The scent of sacred incense fills the air, giving the sense that one is witnessing a great ritual. Anastates needs very little, a cell and a table where I can perform the purifying rite on my weapon. That is all I require. But to keep armor bestowed upon me by the Allfather in some shabby cubicle would be sacrilege. This chamber will do well for the vesting ceremony. There is good plasteel beneath the rich decoration and gilding. Yes, I'm satisfied. Did you find any trace of your brothers? The vessel I found, the revelation granted, that was them. Inside there were signs that wolf scouts leave for their brothers. The baleful howl landed the ship on the surface and left, and the rest of the crew disappeared. I followed my brother's trail until an unbeknown foe blocked my path, and a battle ensued. What foe was capable of besting you in combat? Your wounds were truly terrifying. An evil spirit. It attacked me from behind and wounded me instantly. Ulfar points to a particularly gruesome scar on his chest. The strike clearly intended for one of the Space Wolf's 2 hearts. The wound gives off a strong medicinal smell, but not one you recognize. Probably a Fenrisian bomb brewed by Ulfar himself. Your healers would faint after one whiff of such a potion. The snow covered my eyes, and I could only make out a shadow, but it moved fast and it was strong. If the Allfather's gift had not knitted my ribs into a hard carapace, that blow would have been my last. The wolf says these words with chilling nonchalance. I can still feel its claws in my chest, frost-shredding flesh. Wounds left by spirits are dangerous. They create a spiritual link between your body and its pernicious mind. The only way to heal such mutilations is to brew a potion from the blood spilt by their incorporeal bodies. Well, that spirit wounded me too. Then we are both marked. Our bodies will be tormented by its deadly touch until it is defeated. But fear not, Edvata. We will defeat it. I swear it. I see. Ulfar nods in agreement, his face grim. What will you do now? I must return. My foe awaits me. It would be dishonorable to retreat from this battle, but I will need help in the fighting. Well, you can count on me. I know, Edvata. Ulfar nods to the servants, and in low voices they begin a guttural prayer. Shadows leap across the walls, twisting together in a majestic and savage dance. In the flickering candlelight, the sacred rite is performed. The angel of the Emperor is clothed in the armor of unwavering faith and his wrath. Cool. Alright, to the ice world once again. And we land.
I won't tolerate weakness.
My Auspex has detected something.
Done.
A virtuous vindication. A one-handed melta. Fair enough.
I rise to the occasion.
Pay attention. The Emperor favors me
A
today.
new challenge for me? Halt! I noticed something.
Duty prevails.
Oh, I thought that was a destructible object. Oopsies.
Stop. There.
Cast your eye there. I better myself through my service. Never doubt
None
me.
shall stand in my way.
My brothers, red brows furrow in anguish. Ulfar bows down over the bodies encased in ceramite and adamantine. Once again, fate has barred me from traveling to the halls of the Allfather with my brothers. The snow-covered battlefield reveals little, but it is clear that the wolves gave furious battle one last time. The rocks are pitted from their bolter strikes, and here and there you see scorch marks left by plasma charges. What do you think they were looking for? I do not know what they were seeking, but they certainly found someone here, otherwise this crime would not have been committed. Well, they bet their death with honor. Who are they fighting? Yeah. I smell no corruption on their bodies, and I see no trace of Xenos weapons. I think they died in battle. I think they did battle with humans here. They met their doom with honor, as befits true warriors. Ulfar huffs a weak laugh. True enough, no one would dare say that the baleful howl would stare into the eyes of Morkai with anything but joyful awe and fire in their hearts. Heaving a breath, Ulfar mutters, I sense evil in their depths. Their souls at the baleful howl are not at rest, but remain here on the battlefield. They are not with the Allfather. I must escort them to him. Will you bear witness to the last honor given to my brothers? I shall bear witness. Ulfar produces a knife inscribed with scarlet runes. Picking up a rock from the ground, he begins to scratch the rock's sharp edges across the blade, etching a name. His powerful voice rumbles. I am not saying that. The verses weave together, recounting the deeds of each of Ulfar's dead brothers. With incredible precision in every detail, the wolf lists the accomplishments of his comrades, the enemies they slew, and the sacrifices they made. The saga continues at length, and the relentless rhythm sends you into a trance. With a grinding screech, the rock is drawn across the knife's blade again and again, inscribing one name after another. Ulfar is silent for a long time. The etched knife blade slices across his huge palm, and scarlet drops paint the snow. His weary voice rasps, Hear my oath, Allfather. Jelga Thura Agjamaya. With his bloodied hand, the wolf removes the rune-covered horn from his belt, and from a flask pours something dark and sharp-smelling into it. Let us drink to my brothers at Fata. We will then build the pyre. Yep. Feast well, wolves. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The astringent liquid burns your throat, and fog immediately descends over your vision. The sky darkens, and the rising wind whistles in your ears. Through it comes the high-pitched cawing of a bird. Ulfar nods approvingly. It is a sign. Fate walks beside us. Scowl. Taking back his horn, the wolf takes a mighty swallow of the stuff. Majestic shadows rise in the snowy haze around you. The figures of warrior clad in indestructible armor, bearing an emblem of two black fangs piercing the yellow of the sun. They are looking at you. The brothers bear witness, which means it is time for us to meet my last comrade. Let's do it. Ulfar lets out a belligerent howl, whipping up snowdrifts into frightening whirlwinds. You hear a terrible cracking sound. Someone's feet, no, paws, are breaking through the crust of the snow on the ground. The beast now comes, and its cruel howl awakens the fallen warriors of Fenris.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I smell the prey.
Well, crap sack.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I'll do it. This is why I return. As the Emperor commands, I act.
If I may.
The analysis successful.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Faith without deed confuses my emperor. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. As the emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. None can escape the emperor's judgment.
If it serves your cause. Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Menshakain! No weakness is hidden from my
Okay.
sight. If I must. If it serves your cause.
Hello?
For Rus and the All-Father. No challenge is too great.
These ruby flashes are
I am
choking
the
me.
wind that howls.
This tedium is beneath me. Fortune favors the swift.
Forge ahead!
Alright, let's see where this is gonna take me.
Nothing I can't do.
Sith, poke him.
All too weak, nowhere to hide.
Do not dare ask.
worthless. Each strike is a prayer. This is unacceptable. Rejoice in
Excuse me.
battle! The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Doubt is for none can escape the Emperor's
Cool.
judgment.
Argenta. Oh god. Region classified, location classified, material, oral retelling of On Ulfar and his brothers, the Baleful Howl, saga, and On the Last Wolf, verse, recorded by our chronicler, our chronicler, Olkert Memsiat. My verses you will hear, glorious brothers, of how the paths of Ulfar, called Thunderlung from the first and the last of the Baleful Howl, were intertwined. Over his brothers' cold bodies standing, Ulfar the hard-armed proclaimed to the sky their glorious sagas, and his last homage paid to those warriors proud, as his witnesses taking his companion of the line of von Valancius. The blizzard was raging, and the winds furiously howling, as under that terrible clawed paw the snow crunched, and in the dead light of a moon strange to human eyes, a beast, long fur bristling, of death reeking, into the circle stepped. The Allfather's call to summon to battle against the beast. You did not fear to meet me, perfidious spirit, whose name the Doppel Grendel claims. I see you have not learned from the last battle, though you paid for it with gouged eye. So spoke Ulfar Thunderlung, and the beast replied, of your spoils you boasted to the priests in vain. Ulfar Everlost, may your body alone you wounded. Sorry, my body alone you wounded, but I your spirit maimed, and your word crippled. Then came the turn of the Atvara to speak. And his words were formidable and filled with wrath. The grin was merry and full of bloody joy. For your insolence you will pay with tears and blood. So answered the dread spirit, and to that harsh oath served the hurricane itself, as witness incorruptible. Enough words had been spoken. Oh my god! The power of words spewed from the beast's mouth, grinning the cry of the wild hunt, and the embittered souls hearkened. Out of the snow and wind, wolves' bodies were woven for the warriors who died an unclean death. The unavenged, evil never forgetting, their ice fangs gnashing, they approached into the rolling sky, howling. The first brother by Ulfar was vanquished against the second. Yes, went von Valancius the Brave. The ghostly wolf was struck down with a fearsome blow. In outrage, howling away into the storm, he melted till no traces was left. With dignity was met each brutal strike, and with every savagery was slain each deadly foe. The pack is defeated. But the beast was not yet vanquished. Roaring his body he threw into the fray like a mighty spear thrust. Howling his claws cut through the adamantine, the warriors fought, a river of blood spilling. Ulfar Thunderlung his battle song singing, the black curse, his vicious rival echoing. The warriors were clashing when the cunning Afata a direct blow he struck. The dark wolf howled in rage and agony, his eyes blazing with lust for vengeance. To his knees the beast fell, and suddenly about his grey lips a smile played of guile and fear. Upon the Yetvater fell the wolf's fiery gaze. By the power of icy Fenris, I do curse you. If you look into the past, you shall see only deceit. If you look into the future, you shall see only treachery. The false friend's dagger shall open your breast. The arrows of deceit wrought shall pierce your back. So spoke the Yetvater. So spoke the Yetvater, and the spirit born in sorrow cursing. And then the bloody wound he spied. His breast was cut, his heart was quiet. The Yetvater's death had caught him unawares. The sweet Majold my mind has fogged, said the Yetvater. And like a veil that clouds the gaze, the vision slipped away. Glory to the brave hearts that fear not death. In its death rast, the Doppelgrendel answered, Brother, we are doomed, not by the archenemy's followers, nor by the despicable inhumans who did not touch our armor, nor with dark sorcery did the malefics defeat us. No, it was the humans whose oaths of friendship swore that plunged the blade into our back. Their treacherous plot in malice hatched. Said the spirit, and then it fell silent forever, the noble wolf's body fleeing, and peace to it bestowing. I'm gonna need a drink of water when this is done. The pair stood together over the prostrate body, the body not of a beast, but of a fallen brother. The fearsome Ulfar declared an oath of vengeance, and the mighty wolves to Kjahala were charging. They went knowing that from their betrayers 3 times the blood price would be exacted. The honor of Fenris you have defended, Ulfar Thunderlung. My brothers, the Allfather's hall entering, will boldly tell in death that in death they had not been forgotten. With a joyous roar these words they will answer, for they will surely mean that fierce Fenris still stands. So Ulfar's mighty words was spoken, a proud funeral dirge was sung. His brother's weary body, cursed by grief, and from his carapace was freed and laid upon the pyre. The old spinners weave the word thread cruelly, no inquiries or entreaties accepting. Ulfar Thunderlung cast his gaze, and clearly he beheld the end of his trail. And so ended the saga of the baleful howl. May the Black Mane guide them to Kalhala. Only one was not claimed by Morkai. The dark-hearted Ulfar Thunderlung stood stalwart upon the ground. Too stubborn for death was this rebellious wolf, too hot to be seized by the chill of the grave. His brothers praising, he raised his deadly axe. Fenris stands, so there will many yet to slay. Glory to the fierce wolf, son of Fenris. Let us remember, brothers, the baleful howl, daring hunters, fierce fighters, and troublemakers without equal. Let us glorify their exploits and glorify their fall. With the honors have these wolves gone to Kalhala. Let us remember the mighty brother Ulfar, who did not abandon his pack in the snowy wastes. Let us remember the trader of Von Valencia's line, whose name is known and honored on Fenris. Let us raise our cups and cry into the hell winter's gale, Father, we live skill. Fenris Yolda. Water. I need water. Right now. Oh. Man, my throat was so dry you could hear the cracking. Anything else I need to do here? Nope. Okay.
This one's going down. Leave their hull strewn across the stars! Unleash our vengeful salvo! Onward! Another salvo! Fire right now! Fire the lance batteries. Annihilate them!
Nice.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars! Macro cannons, volley! Fire right now!
Force reanimation protocol.
Another salvo! This one's going down. Fire right now!
Nice.
Torpedoes locked! Leave their hull strewn across the stars! Fire right now! Bleed them!
Come on, baby. Hey.
Victory
Okay.
is ours.
Nice. Alright, let's give that a scan. Oh, that's another tomb complex. Puzzled Augur operator reports that an expeditionary shuttle belonging to the Von Valancius dynasty was detected on the planet's surface. Furthermore, according to its markings, it is assigned to your vessel. The operator also states that the entrance to the system of tunnels was spotted next to the shuttle. Request a full report. In the registry, the expedition shuttle number 712 has been designated as irretrievably lost for many years. Information about circumstances of its disappearance are suspiciously sparse, as if someone deliberately erased it. From the crumbs of information that remain, you gather that it was sent to explore some object on an unknown world by the order of Captain Theodora, and never returned. Well, let's explore the tunnels. After disembarking, you notice the shuttle is buried halfway in sand, and the Von Valancius coat of arms is practically erased from its side. The shuttle has clearly been here for a very long time. Next to the shuttle, you find crates of archaeological equipment on which one can barely make out the emblem of the explorators. Most of these crates are lying next to massive black doors of Xenos origins. Entrance to the tunnels. Continue. The descent into the depths takes several hours. You make your way through the cramped corridors, giving way to huge black halls where a dim emerald glow from no discernible source brings forth the silhouettes of equipment abandoned by the tech priests. The suffocating, oppressive silence that accompanies you during the descent is broken only by the echo of your footsteps, deafening and yet so insignificant against the background of the Cyclopean arches. Let's bring Heinrichs.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Oh, yay! I don't have to give a shit about leveling up anymore. Beacon of Might. I don't have Beacon of Might. We'll just go tough as steel. And, oops. Oh! My bad. Extermination. Okay. And offensive follow. Alright. Pascal. Oh goodness. Oh, perfection under fire. Well, we don't have, yeah, so perfection, and then prediction protocols. Cassia. Combat meditation. Flesh wounds. Oh, yes, please. And Leader's Assault. Thank you. Argenta. Oh, Argenta. How much deadlier can you get? Flesh wounds and breaking attack. Yeah, sure. Devastating attack also reduces dark. Oh, yes, nice. Early hits. Ooh, goodness gracious. I have had a busy day. Weak body, weak soul. And Heinrich. And feeble. Ah, good. I updated Heinrich to the new build. Okay. Tough as steel, death in the air. Okay. Perfection. Yep. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know why I'm so tired today.
Victory awaits!
I am registering structural damage to numerous graves and the expiry of the expedition team. Initiating investigation to determine if the cause was gross incompetence or extraordinary circumstances. My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Well, these guys are all going to come back to life. Oh my goodness.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
No, I see. Alright. I am struggling to stay awake. I apologize. I made a whoopsie.
I see your darkened colors.
Alright, I'm going to get everybody in position first, and then I'm going to call it in for the night. I apologize, everybody, but I just cannot seem to... I just cannot seem to pull any energy out today. Oh my goodness. And nobody wants to hear me yawning the entire time, so I'll be back again tomorrow, and hopefully I will have far more energy than I do right now. Take it easy, everybody, and have yourself a good evening.